Let's talk about the FIFA World Cup now, because obviously it's just a few weeks away, and as expected globally, there's growing excitement about it. Now, Canada is one of the countries a lot of people will be trooping in to watch the tournament because you're co-hosting it. I'm sure you're excited about co-hosting it, but what safeguards or measures have you put in place to ensure that patrons who travel to Canada to watch, the football tournament are not exploited?
Let me reiterate, first of all, that we are very excited about the World Cup. That being said, major events like the World Cup not only create excitement, but can also create opportunities for fraudsters. So I want to be clear that we do not have any FIFA job programs, be it for general construction, hospitality, none of that. So remember when I was talking about somebody impersonating me? No, that's not true. If people are interested to come and work, they have to use the regular channels that we've mentioned before. The best defense is being well informed, is being well equipped to know how the system functions so that you don't find yourself into a vulnerable position where people can actually take advantage of you and exploit you. So again, let me go back to some of the common red flags. Payment request for job placements or visa processing. Unofficial email addresses. And that doesn't happen just with us. It happens like on so many different occasions. Where you have somebody that is writing to you, they claim to be part of this organization. And when you pay particular attention, you can see that the email address is a little funny. The promise of a guaranteed visa. As I mentioned before, the only habilitated authority to issue visa is the government of Canada and our immigration services. So nobody else can make that claim.
Right.
Fake websites. And I want everybody to remember one thing that is important. Having a ticket for the World Cup does not guarantee you a visa. A ticket is not a travel document, and it does not guarantee you approval for your visa. So people need to be very mindful. It's not because you have a ticket for the FIFA that you can go scot-free. There is also no joint visa for the World Cup. So if the US is giving you a visa, that doesn't guarantee you entry to Canada and vice versa, or the same thing with Mexico. So we need to be very mindful. You listeners need to be very mindful of that. And then what I will say is the safest approach is, again, to plan early as possible. Follow the proper process and rely only on official information. And I cannot emphasize enough the importance of applying early, because if people are thinking of traveling, there's lots of applications in the system. So if you're thinking that you can put in your application today and receive your visa in a week from now, you may be mistaken. And you're actually mistaken, because this will not be happening. And again, this is why we're doing this interview today. We want people to be well informed, well equipped, so that they can navigate the right pathways to regular migration.
So we're wrapping up. I've got 2 more questions to ask you. But first, I want to know if you have any message you would want to leave with Ghanaians once considering visiting, your country for studies, work, or building a future in Canada.
Absolutely. We welcome you in Canada, for sure. But we want you to come the right way. So do not go and choose the irregular pathways, choose the regular pathways. Canada continues to welcome visitors, students, workers, immigrants, as long as they do it through the legal pathways. And it's important for people to protect themselves from fraud and avoid shortcuts. If you use shortcuts, it's a recipe for disaster. It's never a good thing to try to cut the system or to bypass the system.
Right.
So I have 3 tips for your followers and for you listeners. I've mentioned it and I'm repeating. Canada.ca/immigration is your best friend. This is the website you should go to first and foremost. Second, protect yourself from fraud. So be suspicious of guaranteed approvals, fake job offers, cash-only demands. anyone that is like saying that they can get you a visa and that it's okay for you to provide false information. Not a good idea. Third, prepare properly and start as early as possible. I may sound like a broken record, but like I think it's important for people to understand that these are important elements that will help in having a successful visa application. So learn about the process, understand the costs, even improve your English and French if needed, and that will allow you to make informed decisions. Because at the end of the day, when you have safe, orderly, regular migration, it benefits everybody. And I think that's important because if we see a rise in fraud, it's also impacting that are coming for the right reason, because then the systems has a tendency to tighten itself and to become more rigid. So it's to nobody's benefit to actually go through to use the irregular route.
Oui, c'est bon.
C'est bon? C'est parfait? C'est assez clair?
That's the only French I know.
It's crystal clear enough.
Very, very, very clear. But anyway, beyond migration, this is my final question to you. Beyond migration, what do you, or where do you see the biggest opportunity for collaboration with Ghana and Canada?
Before I tackle that, I'm going to say one more thing, because I think this is important and we'll close the loop on the migration thing. People need to remember, and I can't overemphasize that enough, that they are responsible for their application, which means that we want you to have a good experience. We want every visitor to Canada to have a great experience and enjoy our beautiful country, but we want them to do it the right way, because there's nothing more disheartening than to come to a country or to being refused to come to the country, or to be sent back, or to be detained, or to be refused a visa for 5 years because you've done it the wrong way. So I'm closing the loop now, and I'm answering your other question. So areas for collaboration, as I have mentioned, we have two major priorities in Canada right now, and this has been clearly delineated by our Prime Minister. The first one is economic growth and trade diversification, and the second one is peace and security. Two priorities that happen to be very well aligned. President Mahama has in mind with his own agenda for the government for Ghana. And so if we're talking about economic growth and trade diversification, of course mining. Mining is an important component of the relationship that we have with Ghana, and where we see huge potential. As a matter of fact, we have a company in Ghana that has been operating for quite a while, and we are hoping that we can attract more companies to come because we are in an era where minerals is important, and Ghana offers lots of potential in that regard. Agriculture, we have lots of know-how. We can help with capacity building. As a matter of fact, our development assistance program has been focusing a lot on agriculture, because we are now looking at how we can really ensure that we have a good nexus between development and trade. So it's no longer about assisting, it's about what is the win-win for both of our countries. And I think Ghana is very much ready for that. So we are working collaboratively to find ways in which we can work together for the benefit of both of our countries, and to ensure that we actually have opportunities not only for Canadians but also for Ghanaians. Clean energy. President Mahama has been talking a lot about his big push project. It's about the electricity grid.
Road construction.
Exactly. So that's very important as well. And Canada has a lot of offer. We have expertise. We have companies that can support in that regard. Education, TVET, technical vocational training is also very important. We continue to be very much involved in that regard, and we will continue to do so. And then the regular things, women empowerment, health. global health is important. I'm a strong proponent of women empowerment, and I champion this as well as youth empowerment. So as you can see, there are lots of areas that we have been working on and that we will continue working on, and I'm looking forward to what's coming next in our booming relationship with Ghana.
Absolutely. It's going to be booming indeed. This has been an insightful and interesting conversation. I've totally enjoyed myself here with both of you. Folks, that's it for our conversation. For our listeners listening via Joy 99.7 FM, we've been engaging the High Commissioner at the Canadian High Commission, Her Excellency Myriam Montrat.
You did
Got
well.
that right?
Perfect.
And she has been having a beautiful conversation with us on immigration fraud, misinformation, and of course, FIFA World Cup, what you must know, right processes, and all of that. I've also been here with Sarah Final. Awesome. I got that. I thought I was, a little bit skeptical about the name, but yeah, Sarah Final is the Migration Program Manager at the High Commission as well. And ladies, thank you so much for engaging me.
Thank you for having us.
Awesome. My name is Noella Caranielli. Until next one, keep listening to Joy 99.7 FM.
That's a wrap.
Awesome. This was good.